Assalamu alaikum. As you guys might have already seen the part 1 of the project story building. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to use cameras to further make the animation better. And I'm also gonna show using of scenes. And lastly, maybe I'm gonna use some twins. As you might have seen my story, these are my Nigel's 8 parts. I'm not gonna animate all of them. At first, I was thinking of animating all of them, but then I became busy with my internship work, so now I'm not gonna animate all of them. And it will take me a week to complete all of them. So rather than that, I was thinking of showing you guys the techniques that I was planning on using. So I just do the first three scenes, which is introduction and the other two, and the rest of the scenes are blank right now. But anyway, if you have any problem with animating the final project, or you want to use something, you can text me in WhatsApp or email me, or even in Teams. You can just text me. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and use the camera feature. So this is a new scene, okay, a new artboard. So let's just go ahead and create a frame. We are gonna create a frame of 10 seconds and draw something here. So let's just do change the fill of this rectangular. Let's just change it to green and yeah, a filled rectangular. And let's draw some other shapes as well. Okay, now we have three different shapes. These three different shapes can also resemble characters. So you can, if you have three characters, these shapes are gonna be like three different characters. So yeah, you can reflect like that. So let's just assume these three are three different characters for this artboard. So in my layer 1 I have three different characters, and now what I'm gonna do is use the camera tool. You see the camera tool here, it says add camera, uh, and the camera will also be under the tools. If you don't have it, you can go to the tools and edit toolbars and add the toolbar to the tools. Add the camera to the tools, and the camera will be here. If you hit add camera, it will automatically add the camera to the file. What camera does is it controls the area what the viewers can see. Even if the artboard has a lot of structures, with the camera you can control what the viewers can see, which part of the canvas the viewers can see. I already added the camera here, and when you add the camera, you'll see this new black bar where there are two options. One is zoom, with the help of which you can zoom in, zoom out, and the second one is rotate. So using this, you can rotate the artboard. Okay, all the objects in the artboard. So there's zoom and rotate. Now what we want to do here is using the camera, we would like to focus on the rectangular first, then the next shape, and lastly the oval. So assuming that each of these are a different character, so we will focus on one character and then focus on the next character and lastly the third character. So this way we can divert the focus of our viewers to a certain character at a certain keyframe. So I'm gonna insert a new keyframe and then zoom and then click and drag and then zoom on the rectangular. as we can see, the other shapes are out of the artboard or the view angle, but it's still there in the artboard, but it's just out of the view angle. So we just change it, instead of in that keyframe we just put it on the first keyframe maybe. So if we want to show the three characters at the beginning of the frame, so let's just leave the frame one like that, so that when the animation starts all of the characters are there, and then create a keyframe on that second, and on 1.5 second, and then drag and zoom the rectangular. Similarly, after 3 seconds we insert a new keyframe, and here this time we're gonna focus on the neck shape. Similarly, after a few seconds we're gonna change the focus to our third character, which is our oval or circle. We insert a new keyframe and change the focus to that oval. And lastly, before the end, we just add a new keyframe, and here we just zoom out and center all three characters again. So now we have 4 stages of keyframes. The first is all the characters, and then only the rectangular, and then character 2, and then the last one. So when we go to the next frame, as you can see, it just transitions to a new frame focus, and it looks very bad, right? It just like directly jumps from one frame to another frame because there's no transition. Okay, so here we play this one. Okay, as you can see, it just jumps to a different keyframe every time there is a new keyframe. To fix this, we want it a smooth motion, right? Because we want to make it feel like the camera is moving to a different focus. So we hit right click and create classic twin. We select each of the keyframe, right click, and then classic twin. So what this gonna do is it's gonna create a motion where it seems like the camera is moving from one character to another character instead of the keyframe jumping from one keyframe to another. So let's just try this one out. So if we play this, as you can see, it feels like the camera is moving from one character to another instead of the whole thing just jumping around, right? Okay, so using this you can make the artboard or the animation much better, and you can change the focus from one character to another. If let's say one character is speaking and another character is just listening there, so you can just focus on the person and to character the person that is talking, and you can focus on him, then you can change the focus to the listener. Yeah, basically you can change the make a pen kind of movement like that. Camera has a lot of use and a lot of advanced uses as well, so you can go to YouTube and look out for the effects there are, but these are the basic features that's gonna help you in your project, and it can help you make it look better. And you can also use the rotate to go behind a character. If you can draw a character from behind, so you can just rotate to look like the camera is going to behind and simulate walking kind of natural feature. That's gonna be all for this recording. See you in the next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.